have your attention. We like to start the program. We want to try to keep on schedule because our president, Jim McTighe, he wants to go home and see some Law and Order reruns this afternoon. So we got to keep it slow. So first of all, I want to welcome everybody. It's a privilege and an honor to be here today to celebrate the life and legacy of Joe Lapchick and 4 great college basketball coaches who are here with us this afternoon.
I want to thank Coach Gillen and Jimmy McTighe for giving me an opportunity to come up here and share a little bit of my experience and relationship with Coach Alfieri. Before I do that, I want to congratulate the recipients, the honorees this morning, Coach Larinaga, Coach Kruger, Fran Dunphy, and Diane Nolan when we met downstairs. I played for Coach at St. Anthony's High School on Smithtown, Long Island in the years 1970 to 1973. I was an all Long Island player. My team was the first of 4 Catholic League championships that Gus Alfieri coached. I then went on to Hofstra University, played in what was then the ECC, which was dominated by 3 of the Big 5, Temple, LaSalle. We've got a few Temple LaSalle people here today. St. Joe's and Lafayette.
My name is Jerry Houston. I'd first like to start off by congratulating the Lapchick Award winners who are being recognized today for their outstanding accomplishments. Coach would always tell us, carry yourself with pride and confidence and treat others with dignity and respect. He was always building character when he dealt with students, players, administration, anybody. That was just part of his nature, I believe. Thanks, Coach. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. I appreciate it.
But I want to thank all of you, all the great coaches who are being honored today, coaches who have been honored in the past. I've had the opportunity to get to know a number of you through Coach Dunphy. I've got to know Joe Mahalik, John, coach at Fran O'Hanlon, the coach at Fran O'Hanlon, who's at Lafayette, Coach John, who's at Manhattan College now, and a number of you, and a lot of the LaSalle staff. It's been a real pleasure. As I said, Fran and I have been friends for 67 years. We went to grade school, high school, and LaSalle together. And we have stayed friends ever since. So with that, let me congratulate the other coaches in the room for being so honored, and the coaches in the past who have been so honored. And with that, let me introduce you to my dearest friend, and an inspiration for me and my family, Coach Fran Dunphy.
There's so many things that, again, that I'm thankful for. I, again, appreciate Raymond's thoughts, and I want to be good here today. I want to tell you some things that I think are important for me in this peacefulness and the spirituality piece. Things just happen in life, and I can't explain them. Nobody should be this fortunate, but somehow I've been blessed, I've been lucky, and I will never forget how grateful I am for the opportunities I've been blessed with during the course of my career. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for listening to my stuff. And I'm anxious to hear what Diane and Jim and Lon will also have to say. We have a phenomenal profession. I'm not sure about where our game is today, to be quite frank. I'm not sure when we are going to center and things will calm down a little bit. We're in an interesting time. But again, very, very grateful for what this game has given to me. And nobody should be this fortunate. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I want to say a lot of people often come up and ask, well, what makes him different? Why is he successful? Why is, what makes him different from coaches and leaders? And I think The quickest answer is just his consistency. He's consistently nice, consistently caring, but most importantly, consistently genuine. I mean, he truly, truly feels that he wants every single person to succeed and have a great experience in doing so. Without a doubt, if there's any situation that ever arises where I have an opportunity or an option to be complimented for his accomplishments or how he is as a person, I would undoubtedly choose the latter. So, thanks, Dad. Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
You guys being here and all that you do. I appreciate the opportunity today, but Kev actually graduated from Arizona State University in '06 and had a year of eligibility left, and was the first grad transfer to take advantage of that rule change back in 2006. And he came to Vegas and we were coaching there, and I was curious as to how he would do with being the coach's son in the locker room. And adequate, but love you very much. Thank you. I tell you, when we left the community, they missed her because of the volunteer stuff and the charity work. They missed her much more than they did me when we moved on. So, but again, it's just I appreciate the opportunity to be here to relive some of those childhood memories because they were very special. And again, to the Lapchick family, appreciate all that you do for others. Not many people have matched it, and appreciate that very much. And again, appreciate the opportunity to be here today. Thank you very much.
There is no doubt in my mind that we've got a great one being awarded here this afternoon in Diane Nolan. And if it wasn't for Diane Nolan, I see Bernie McGlade, I see Kathy Rush, Vivian Stringer, Muffet McGraw. There is no way I'm getting up here having the success that I've had professionally and personally if it wasn't for this woman that gave me my opportunity. It's with great pleasure I introduce Diane Nolan.
You have to understand, like Trish said, like where you come from. And I was very, very lucky, blessed. My mother was a basketball coach. Now, think back. I mean, I played 6-on-6. So think about those days. And my mom was the coach. And when you see Bernadette and Agnes, my cousin Annie, Lisa Angelotti, they all played for my mom. And to be coached by your mom and to have your mom way back when to be your mentor, how blessed and lucky was I. My brother, Drew Nolan. I'm 14 years old and I'm at the Palestra. Every guy wanted to date me. I had tickets. Mel Greenberg is the manager of the Temple Owls. He asks me, can you keep stats? This is what we can share. And I'm so blessed that I was able to do that for so long. After Fairfield, I go to Yale and get introduced to the Ivy League. And what a special place. There's nothing like being at Yale and you're playing Harvard and they hold up these white boards and they write things about the coaches. Coach, you going to the disco after the game? And I'm like, what is that? Welcome to the Ivy League. To love the game is good. To play the game is greater. But to really love the game is the greatest of all. Thank you.
I've had the opportunity to get to know him over almost 30 years now, and it's been an incredible experience. He's a little different. You know, in the college athletics today, you may have coaches that cut corners or not necessarily do things the right way. Coach continues to believe in doing things the right way. He sticks to his core values and his belief systems, which makes him a little different in college basketball today. Now, I know nothing about the state of Ohio, nothing about the geographic footprint of Ohio. So I get to the Cleveland airport, he picks me up at the airport. As we're getting to the car, I'm thinking to myself, okay, we got about probably a 10-minute ride to the hotel, and then I'm gonna check in and get ready for my interview the next day. It's Friday night about 9:30. We get in the car, I'm like, Coach, how far is campus from here? He's like, 2.5 hours. I'm like, okay, all right, that's interesting. Well, we had no money in the budget at Bowling Green, so he had to fly me into Cleveland. So after driving into town and passing all the hotels, well, if you know Bowling Green, it was all motels. I'm asking him, hey, Coach, you know, where am I gonna stay at tonight to get ready for the interview? He's like, you're not staying in a hotel, you're staying at my house. So I took a mental note. It's a little bit different, right?
I want to thank everybody involved with the selection. I am so honored to be here today as a recipient of the Joe Lapchick Award. I want to recognize and congratulate Lon and Diane and Fran. I didn't know you were such a deep thinker. I failed the draft in 1971. I was happy as hell. I didn't think about anybody else. I ran out of the building jumping for joy. And at Christmas time, we were 7-0, and we went home for the holiday. When we came back on January the 1st, Mr. Curran called me into his office. And he called me Larry, short for Larry Nagel. He said, Larry, Brother Edmund, your coach, he quit the Marist order. I said, he did? Who's going to coach the team? I want you and Zeitler to coach the team. I said, you know, Mr. Curran, you know I'm 14 years old. The funny thing about New York is the passion for basketball. When I was growing up, New York City was the hotbed of the country. And it all started with the coaches, the passion they brought to the game. The guys like Joe Lapchick and Lou Conaseca and Jack Curran. And then I went on to Providence, and I played for Hall of Fame coaches. Right? Joe Mulaney, Dave Gavin. But the one guy that's not yet in the Hall of Fame who should be is my high school coach, Jack Curran. And if any of you know anybody on that selection committee, push his name, because he was phenomenal. I've been at Miami now. This is the start of my 14th season. And everybody keeps asking me, when are you going to retire? And I said, well, Mr. Curran coached until he was 82 years old, and then he passed. I'm hoping to catch him. Thank
you. To the oceans, wide with foam, God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you very much for coming. Hope to see you next year. All right? Yeah, be well. Thank you very much for joining us today.